Davis, Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
Ooh, there we go right here.
Oh, yeah.
He's a young guy.
Nice combinations.
He's quick.
Good. Yeah. Ooh.
He's a harder puncher.
And,
What happens when a heated rivalry crosses the line and sparks absolute chaos? Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the knockout artist with an undefeated record, and Keyshawn the businessman Davis, the Olympic sensations shaking up the lightweight division, were supposed to sell a fight. Instead, they nearly started one. This isn't just another press conference meltdown. Get ready. You're about to witness the
I'm a giant Gervonta fan. I think that guy is so unusual. His style so unusual, and his patience.
The Leo Santa Cruz fight was really something for me because Leo Santa Cruz is a technician, Mexican style, and the fight was very close before Tank stopped him. But he has that power that can end it.
He finds these openings, and he sees them, but he doesn't go after them right away. He waits for the right time. He's so patient. Like when you watch the early rounds of his fights, he probably has the lowest punch count in the early round. But he also knows he's got that nuclear option that if he can crack you, most likely he's going to take you out. He's got massive confidence in that.
Keyshawn Davis sent shockwaves through the boxing world by slapping Gervonta Davis. Tank Davis, known for his knockout power and larger-than-life personality, had been dominating headlines not just for his performances in the ring, but for his controversies outside it, whether it was his legal trouble or his ongoing drama with Floyd Mayweather.
What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of something, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. He don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only winning basketball and football. This shit don't win in boxing.
Tank's name was always in the spotlight. Enter Keyshawn Davis, the rising star with an Olympic pedigree and a chip on his shoulder. Keyshawn had been climbing the ranks with impressive wins and wasn't shy about calling out Tank. The beef started with subtle jabs on social media tweets, Instagram posts, and interviews where Keyshawn claimed Tank was overrated. And dodging real competition,
The light skin posted those messages about me sparring. I'm really looking at it like, okay, so what? That I DM'd you about sparring. So what? No cap. Since when y'all take sparring into consideration of shit? So what? So what? What was his point in even doing that? Like, what was he trying to get with it? That I'm trying to ride his coattail? Like, bro, I don't need you. I don't have to fight you. I'm making real. I don't need you, bro. I don't need you, bro. I do not need you, bro. I don't. If you want to fight me, send me a contract, man. If you don't, I'm going to be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm going to make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you. Little dude, little dwarf, Oopa Loopa.
Tank never wanted back down. Fired back, with his digs and back and forth, escalated to the point where fans were demanding a fight. The press conference was supposed to be the moment the two fighters could sell their upcoming bout to the public. But what it turned into was something no one could have scripted. The tension was thick. As the fighters took their seats, promoters and event organizers tried to keep things.
Tank Davis.
bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shaver was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't take it, don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition.
Yes,
He was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good
professional, but it was clear from the start that this press conference was going to be anything but. As the fighters traded verbal jabs, the energy in the room began to shift. Tank, always the showman, taunted Keyshawn about his lack of high-profile wins. Keyshawn Davis clapped back, calling Tank a paper champion and accusing him of ducking real challenges, the same trash talk they have been doing online. Keyshawn Davis, clearly frustrated, stood up from his seat.
Is Keyshawn ready based on this performance to take on Tank Davis, and how does that fight
Yes,
play
I
out?
feel like Keyshawn is ready to take on a guy like Tank. I think that Keyshawn is one of the most skillful fighters in the sport of boxing. I always told Keyshawn since a young kid he can fight. I just don't like the simple fact that he's running on media and not keeping a buck, saying that he was beating me up and Shakur had to like rile me up to spar him. Because this make no sense. Shakur is a better boxer than Keyshawn. And if I'm in there doing millions of rounds with Shakur, what makes you think that Shakur has to hype me up to spar Keyshawn? Like, but it is what it is. You got to hype yourself up. You got to build yourself. I don't really try to pay too much mind to that. But like I said, Keyshawn is a great fighter. I always thought Keyshawn was a great fighter.
And leaned into the microphone, he began gesturing aggressively toward Tank, his voice rising as he accused Tank of being a bad role model and tarnishing the sport with his antics. Tank smirked, leaned back in his chair, and waved Keyshawn Davis off like he wasn't even worth the argument. That's when it happened. Keyshawn Davis stormed across the stage, closing the distance between himself and Tank in seconds. The crowd gasped and security scrambled to react, but was too late.
Floyd fucked with DB3. Not gonna lie to you. Like, he came up and asked about me first. And he was like, yeah, I see your 2 brothers going crazy too. Ain't your youngest one going to the Olympics? Like, what's his name? Keon. Like, your other one's signed with you with top rank too. Like, he loved us as a group.
So he already knew you, like, prior? Like, you didn't even have to explain, yo,
You feel me?
That's
Like,
up.
of course he knew me, but he also knew my 2 other brothers as well. So I'm like, damn, Floyd paying attention. Like, he really fuck with us. Maybe because we carry ourselves as a family and we just so strong with that. Or maybe because we just can fucking fight too. You know what I'm saying? He never really went into details on how he knew us. But when he did that shit at his gym, he told me that, I'm like, damn, like, he different. I text Floyd the other day, like, Floyd, he like, man, anytime, family, you just let me know. I can call Floyd right now, he fuck around and answer, you know what I mean? So, Floyd's a real nigga, I'm not gonna lie.
Khan raised his hand and slapped Tank across the face with a force that echoed through the room in the days that followed. Speculation ran wild about what caused Keyshawn Davis to snap. Some insiders claimed it was a calculated move to get under Tank's skin, a way to gain a psychological edge before the fight. Others suggested that Keyshawn Davis had simply,
Luckily, now I got a chance to be around Floyd Mayweather. He been calling me now, he been texting me now. The whole last camp, I was in Floyd's gym, he closing down the gym for me. I'm working pads with him. He working pads with me and my brother Kelvin. Me and Kelvin sparring in front of Floyd, like, he coaching us. Like, now it's like, damn, Shakur, Terrence, and Floyd now. So, man, I honestly think that's God. Like, if you really look at it, what professional fighters out here just have a strong circle as strong as like ours? Like, you got the best prospect. You got Shakur, then you got Terrence Crawford, and then outside of our circle, we got Floyd Mayweather also tapping in with us. You know what I mean? Like, our circle is really crazy. It's really crazy, and it shows to where when we fight, it's always our points. It's like it's never a close fight. Even with Terrence, it's never a close fight, and we
reached his boiling point after months of Tank's trash talk and perceived disrespect. Tank, for his part, didn't waste any time responding. But here's the interesting part. Instead of taking shots at Keyshawn Davis, Tank complimented him first. He downplayed the slap, saying it was just a push.
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. If go look at his fights.
So you
I
feel like
probably fit
that's
him on
easy?
game by the time.
Then Tank said that Keyshawn Davis is a much better fighter than Shakur Stevenson. Yep, you heard that right. Maybe Tank is trying to get the fans on his side by playing the nice guy.